I used to think that freedom meant an open road and a tank of gas. Nobody telling me where to go and never looking back. A fishing pole and a gravel road, a rifle come the fall. Funny how a younger man thinks that's freedom after all. Freedom ain't free, it costs more than you know. Sometimes it's years you can't get back, sometimes it's letting go. Sometimes it's a wife who stayed when she had every right to leave. Freedom ain't free, but it's worth everything. I've stood in woods at daylight and watched the river run. I've sat in church on Sunday and thanked God for what He's done. I've learned the things that matter ain't the things a man can buy. They're the people waiting on you when the hard years pass you by. Freedom ain't free, it costs more than you know. Sometimes it's years you can't get back, sometimes it's letting go. Sometimes it's a wife who stayed when she had every right to leave. Freedom ain't free, but it's worth everything. A man can walk without chains and still be bound inside to anger, fear, and foolishness and wounds he tries to hide. Funny what 6 years can teach you when you've got time to see. The hardest prison I ever faced was the one inside of me. These days freedom looks like Sunday, standing quiet in the nave, crossing myself beside my family, thanking God for the grace He gave. A fishing pole beside the river, a deer stand in the fall. Simple things I once took for granted mean the most of all. Freedom ain't free, it costs more than you know. Sometimes it's carrying old scars down a long and winding road. Sometimes it's mercy undeserved, sometimes it's finally seeing freedom ain't free, but it's worth everything. The gravel roads are still there, and the rivers still run wide. The woods still turn to gold each autumn beneath an October sky. The years took more than I wanted, but they gave me eyes to see. And somewhere between God's mercy and my mistakes, I finally learned what freedom means.